Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
They go play action now. Lawrence, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown! James Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd and a yard, Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On second down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0, our score after 1. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On third down, Chapman. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, they'll go with the ground attack. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. There he goes, left side. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To the right side, this is Dillon. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Charlie! Bravo!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta. Hey, Mike 7.
Lawrence will throw. Try to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Swings this out here for Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Allen now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Allen to throw once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. third down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal winner.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now Cook running right. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And knocking that one free on the defensive side, Kaiir Elam. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, exit.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing is Allen on third. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, C6. Hey, Charlie. Bravo.
Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
Hey, you. Hey, Alpha.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Delta. Hey, Mike Delta.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent of preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Allen's throw is complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give for Dillon running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Allen off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with it.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Lawrence. Steps away. Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
Hey, exit! Hey, exit!
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
So Allen's going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Going deep for Diggs.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Come on, sit! Hey, Charlie!
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And now here's another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bills, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.